Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Sophia Nalvaya and today we are going to discuss chapter number 43 to 45 of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Up till now, in the previous chapters, we had seen that on a tour around Derbyshire brings Elizabeth to the Pemberley mansion, which is the residence of Mr. Darcy. And in chapter number 43, we see that as Elizabeth tours the beautiful estate of Pemberley with the gardeners, she imagines what it would be like to be the mistress there as Darcy's wife. Mrs. Reynolds, who is the housekeeper of Mr. Darcy's mansion, knows both Wickham and Darcy, and she relates that how Darcy is very, very kind towards his servants. While Elizabeth and the gardeners explore the ground, Darcy himself appears. He joins them and is very, very polite with them. The next day, Darcy and Georgiana, who is very pretty but very shy, visit Elizabeth at her inn. Bingley joins them, and after a brief visit, they invite Elizabeth and the gardeners for dinner to dine with them. The gardeners assume that Mr. Darcy is in love with their niece, and that is why he has invited them to dine at Pemberley. The following morning, Elizabeth and Mrs. Gardiner visit Pemberley to call on Miss Darcy. Bingley's sisters are both present there, and when Darcy enters the room, Miss Bingley makes a spiteful comment to Elizabeth that the departure of the militia from Meryton must be a great loss to her family. Elizabeth, however, does not wish to pursue the subject further, and she deliberately escapes any mention of Wickham. This deflection proves fortunate given the presence of Georgiana, as a reference to the man with whom she was almost about to elope was sure to embarrass her. After the guests depart, Miss Bingley attempts to criticize Elizabeth to Darcy and makes a light remark that how Mr. Darcy initially thought Elizabeth to be rather pretty, but Darcy counters her by saying that he now considers Elizabeth as one of the most handsomest women he has known. To critically analyze chapter number 43 to 45, Elizabeth's visit to Pemberley constitutes a critical step in her progress towards marrying Darcy. The house itself is representative of Mr. Darcy, and the narrator describes it as large, handsome stone building standing well on rising grounds. In front, a stream of some natural importance was swelled into greater, but without any artificial appearance. Its banks were neither formal nor falsely adorned. Darcy is similarly large and handsome. He has an elevated rank in the society, just like his house is elevated physically. The description of the stream's natural importance was swelled into greater reminds the reader of Darcy's pride that the stream is neither formal nor falsely adorned. However, this also reminds Darcy of his honesty and lack of pretense. It was because of this only that Elizabeth had developed a dislike towards him. Had he been pretentious like Mr. Wickham, Elizabeth would not have harbored such a great dislike for Mr. Darcy. Most importantly, the property delights Elizabeth, foreshadowing her eventual realization that the master of Pemberley similarly delights her. Mrs. Reynolds' glowing description of Darcy continues the process of breaking down Elizabeth's initial prejudice against him. As Mrs. Reynolds reveals a hidden side of Darcy, Elizabeth is forced to concede that she might have been wrong in judging Mr. Darcy, and she has judged him rather too hastily. This ability to admit her error of her way of thinking demonstrates Elizabeth's emotional maturity. That is, we see the gradual crumbling away of Elizabeth's prejudice. Elizabeth does not allow arrogance to prevent her from confronting her own shortcomings. The arrival of Darcy himself further encourages Elizabeth's change of heart. Even though Elizabeth has rejected his marriage proposal, still Darcy is very polite towards him. He has altered his conduct towards her and become a perfect gentleman. This courteous behavior both illustrates his love for her and compels the growth of her estimation of him. His ability to overcome his pride in much the same way that Elizabeth overcomes her prejudice gives Elizabeth and the reader hope that the rejection of him has not caused him to give up hope of marrying Elizabeth, and that he may propose yet again in under different conditions. The reader meets Georgiana Darcy for the first time in these chapters. Previously, she was described as the possible wife for Mr. Bingley because of her beauty and accomplishment. However, when we see her in person, she is painfully shy. As a result, the reader ceases to see her as a threat to Jane. She cuts a very different figure than was portrayed of her by the Bingley sisters. She is somebody with whom the reader can surely sympathize and she is quite different from the overeager Miss Bingley, whose aggressive pursuit of Darcy highlights her obnoxiousness. Indeed, Miss Bingley reappears here, and she is more spiteful than ever before. We do not see any change or any emotional maturity in her person. The spiritedness behind a derisive insinuation about the Bennet girls and her Bennet girls' unladylike obsession with the soldiers contrasts with Elizabeth's thoughtful protection of the vulnerable Georgiana. So that was all about chapter number 43 to 45. I hope this discussion is going to be helpful for the students in further comprehension of Pride and Prejudice. We shall be discussing chapter number 47 to 55 in the following chapters. So that is all. Thank you so much.